what is process instrumentation, right? So project control are the process for gathering and analyzing project data to keep cost schedule on a track. And also you can say that the project control have the function of project control include the initializing, planning, monitoring, controlling, communicating, and closing our project cost and a schedule. So this is the project control. And what is process instrumentation? So here you can see the process instrumentation is measuring the positioning and recording and controlling are keys the parameter for all the industrial process. So process instrumentation having these kind of activity. And also you can say that the project process instrumentation provide an efficient means to increase the plant efficiency and improve product quality. Software metrics are used to implement the activity. And also you can say that the project instrumentation provide the product of the software development process. So with the project control and the process instrumentation, we can solve the some problem. And hence the quality of software product and the achievement of the development process can be determined using the software matrix. So with this help of software matrix, we can analyze solve the problem of that particular development, right? So let's discuss about the what is software matrix and how it will work, right? So here I would like to introduce what is software matrix. So software matrix are used to implement the activity and the product of the software development process. Hence, you can say that the quality of software product and the quality achievement in the development process can be determined using the software matrix. So why software matrix is needed? Why this matrix is needed to complete the process? So software metrics need because software metrics are needed for the calculating the cost and scheduling of the software product with the great accuracy. So this is the need for the software metrics. And also you can say that the software metrics are required for making an accurate estimation of the process. And also you can say that the metrics are also required for understanding the quality of the software product. So this reason software metrics are needed. So in the continuation of that, we discuss about the indicator. What is indicator and why we are using the indicator? So here you can see the indicator is an matrix or a group of matrix that provide the understanding of the software process or the software project, or you can say that the software product. So you can say that software engineering assemble measuring the produce matrix from which the indicator can be divided in the further two parts. Here you can see the types of indicator. First one is management indicator and second one is quality indicator. So what is management indicator and when we use this management indicator? So let's discuss about the management indicator. So management indicator, that means the technical progress and the financial status and the stuffing process are used to determine whether a project is going budget and on schedule. Or also you can say that the management indicator that include the financial status are based on the entire value systems. So this is the management indicator, and management indicator is very useful. And also you can say that the management indicator having the three metrics to perform their work. First one is the let's we discuss later. Here I would like to tell you what is quality indicator. So quality indicator is the based on the measurement of the changes occurred in the software at the time of development. So quality indicator is also very useful, right? So we discuss in later, right? So now we discuss about the 7 core metric related to the project control. So I had already tell you ki what is management indicator. In management indicator, having the having three metrics to solve the problem. First one is work and progress, second one is budgeted cost and expenditures, and third one is staffing and the team dynamics. So these this is the basic three project related management indicator. So let's discuss about the work and progress. So what is work and progress? So in this matrix, in this matrix, that means work and progress matrix. And so work and products matrix measure the work performance over the time, and work is effort to be accomplished to complete a certain set of tasks. And also you can say that the various activity of an iterative development project can be measured by defining a planning estimate of project in an objective measure, right? So this is the work and progress. And also you can say that the some default perspective of this matrix, like software architecture team, this team is used to demonstrate the software. And software development team, this team is also uh, under the SDLC baseline and change the management. So this is the software work on progress. And also you can say that the software assessment team. So software assessment team is included the SCOS opened and reset house or executed an evaluation criteria to meet. So these are the steps which under to the work and progress. So management indicator is performing the first matrix, and this is the work and progress, right? So and next one is budgeted cost and expenditure. So in this matrix we measure the cost over the time, budgeted cost, the planned expenditure profile over the life cycle of the project. And also to maintain the management control, measuring cost expenditure over the project life cycle is always necessary. And also budget and cost expenditure expenditure is having some basic parameter of an entire value system. So these are the basic parameter. That means the expenditure planning, how to plan to expenditure, and it plan to expanding the profile of a project over the planned scheduled. And actual cost, what is the actual cost? That means it is the actual expanding profile for the project over its actual schedule. And earned value, that means ki it is the value that represent the planned cost of the actual progress. So these are the budget and the cost expenditure, how we budget our project, and how we expenditure, how we expand yeah, how you explain our project to complete the task, right? So and next one is staffing and team dynamics. So this matrix measured the personnel चेंज ओवर टाइम, पर्सनल चेंज ओवर, दैट मीन्स कि जो हमारे वर्कर्स हैं वो वर्कर्स का पूरा टाइम ओवर चेंज तो नहीं हो रहा है, उसका पूरा कैलकुलेशन इज डन बाय दी दिस मैट्रिक्स. एंड ऑल्सो विच इन्वॉल्व द स्टफिंग एडिशंस एंड रिड्यूसिंग ओवर टाइम. एंड iterative development should start with a small team until the risk in the requirement and architecture have been suitable resolved. So and also this stuffing and the team dynamics depend on the overlap of iterative and other project specific circumstances. So the the three management indicator, these three management indicator are responsible for the technical progress, financial status, and stuffing progress, right? These three management indicator is very useful, and these three management indicator are responsible for the technical progress, financial status, and stuffing the progress, right? After that, we discuss about the quality indicator having the four metrics. Here you can see the first one is change, traffic, and stability. Second one is breakage and modularity. Third one is rework and adaptability. And fourth one is mean time between failure and maturity. So these are the four metrics which include in the quality indicator. So let's discuss about these four metrics in brief. So first one, what is change, traffic, and stability? So change, traffic, and stability's metric measure the change traffic over the time, and also the number of software change order opened and closed over the life cycle is called the change traffic, right? And stability is, that means which specific the relationship between the opened versus the closed software. दो सॉफ्टवेयर ओपन एंड क्लोज सॉफ्टवेयर के बीच में जो भी चेंजेस ऑर्डर होता है वो उसका रिलेशनशिप मेंटेन करता है कौन? स्टेबिलिटी. एंड ऑल्सो दिस मैट्रिक्स कैन बी कलेक्टेड बाय द चेंज टाइप बाय रिलीज across the process. So change, traffic, and stability is basically work on that size and that purpose. And breakage and modality, this metric measure this matrix is measure the average breakage per change, and breakage is defined as the average extended of changes, which is the amount of software baseline that need work related and measured the source line of code. So this is the breakage matrix. And also you can say that the modularity is the average breakage over trend time. And also modality matrix can be collected by rework, SLOC per changes, by change type, by release time, by component, and by the subsystem. So these are the breakage and modularity metrics. And next one is rework and adaptability. So what is rework? In this matrix, rework, that means the average rework per change over the time. And also you can say that the rework is defined as a average cost of the change, which is effort to analyze, resolve, and reset all the changes to the software baseline. And what is adaptability? In adaptability is defined the rework trend. And also this adaptability matrix provide the insight into the rework management. And all the changes are not created equal. Some changes can be made in the stack of R, and some changes made in a staff week R. So this metric can be allocated by the average R per change, by change type, by release type, by component, and by subsystem. So rework and adaptability matrix work on that purpose. And last one is that is MTBF, mean time between failure. That means this matrix is the average usage time between the software fault, and also it computed by the dividing the test R by the number of byte. And maturity is defined as the MTBF, that means mean time between failure trend over the time. So in this MTBFM and maturity software can be categorized into the types of dynamics and non-dynamics, determetrics and non-determetrics efforts, are also known as the higher budget. And you can say that this matrix can be collected by the failure count, test R until the failure, by release, by component, and by subsystem. So MTBF and maturity matrix can be collected. The failure count, ki how many time we failure to complete our task, how many hours we failure to complete our task, by releasing time, by at the time of releasing, by the component, by the subsystem. So these are the seven these are the basic seven metrics which is used to project control to complete their task.